I'm here at the homestead at my house, and I'm gonna give you a little tour of what we have so far in the garden. As you look, there's lots of things that are coming out, the leaves and everything, and let's check it out. So, if I get that, 2, 3. All right, so these got some strawberry plants here. These are they call ever-bearing strawberries, so they'll come out and flower pretty soon. A few days ago, I seen a flower. Oh, let me just show you. I see a flower right now. Some flowers peeking out from the strawberries. As you can see them. There's a flower. Ever-bearing strawberries are coming out. So where these raspberries are growing, we made a hugelkultur raised bed where we added multiple organic materials and made a mound. So that's been there for about 6-7 years. And then right here we have our ever-bearing raspberries. We have to clean them up. We had last year's stalks, as you could see them. And we had to prune all last year's as they die off. And this year's, well, the ones from last year that grew up are the ones that are going to produce raspberries. I'll show you one that's coming out that's going to be new for next year. So next year's raspberries are going to come from these little ones that pop out of the ground from the roots. So those ones are going to produce raspberries next year. So you keep those healthy. You can see a few other ones that are coming out. There's another one there. Yeah, a few other ones. So those are the ones that are going to produce next year. And our main mother plant has some coming up. So we got lots happening here. You could see. And then down here, we have a lot more strawberry plants. We have 4 rows strawberries here. We had to transplant some to try to fill up the raised beds, but you notice they're coming out. Right here we have an onion variety that's called Egyptian onions. Another word for it is tree onions. As once they produce up, there'll be little onion bulbs that'll grow on top. It's a low maintenance onion as it just keeps on growing. Then we have a little bushel here. We have more raspberries here, as you can see. We have 3 rows here. 3 rows of raspberries. We have to work on a path. As you can see, there's a path to walk through. And we usually mulch it with cedar wood chips, any kind of shavings, try to keep the other vegetation down as much as possible as make it take up all the energy. And you can notice all the new ones are coming up at the bottom. Everything's turning nice and green here. And I believe I planted some mint around here before too. Oh, I could see some of it coming up. Mint is really invasive too. That's a mint right there. It's really invasive. To be careful where you plant it. If you're planting it with your perennials and like these raspberries, it'll be okay. But in annual vegetable garden. It'll be hard to get rid of these. So be careful where you plant your mint. But there's a lot more mint growing there. As you can see, good for your teas. All right, so I just tilled this the other day. This is below here. And so we decided to plant potatoes here in this section right here. To have some potatoes. Someone gifted me some sweet potatoes, so I might try those out here. And I also had some purple potatoes gifted to me, so I might try those here also. I don't think we planted potatoes here. I usually plant tobacco here. But this is going to be the year we're going to plant potatoes because we have another garden on top of the hill of where I live. And yeah, it was too dry. You can notice some more of those Egyptian onions. And then there's more here. Got a little patch growing here. So lots of onion. Lots to go around for all the cooking needs. And along this cedar slab wall, I have different varieties of edible plants that I have here. So I can see some. So I got one here that's spread. This is lemon balm. So it's like a whole ground cover now, as you can see it. And it's like lemony zesty flavor. It's good for teas. I love it in fish. Baking that with fish, it's really good. We got other little plants coming up, different varieties. I'm not sure if anybody knows what this one is here, but it's just coming out. That's bee balm. So there's lots of bee balm. It spreads, comes back every year. I'm looking forward to that. Got one hosta plant growing there. I planted asparagus here. Oh, there's one right there, or two. So you can see there's an asparagus. That just shoot right up. But there's a fresh one that's coming up here with asparagus. You can see, so might be a snack for me. Might harvest that. So they are coming up. You just have to really look. So yeah, I got asparagus growing here, planted 3 years ago. So this is the year. Usually you have to wait about 3 years before you actually could harvest it. You need the roots to develop. So I'll grab that later. All right. So that's what we have here. This is like our hill garden. I guess you call it. It's like south facing wall. And we have lots of strawberries coming this year, I hope. Well, just let me check there. Yeah, so this is our hill. So this is more perennial garden here, with the exception of that side where we'll be planting potatoes this year. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm planning to build a trellis along this structure here, and I want to plant either cucumber or some kind of squash, so it climbs up there. We did it a few years ago. It was pretty awesome. We got some fruit trees here, and yeah, we had a bear that came last year with 2 cubs. Oh, trying to see me. See, there we go. I had a bear that came last year with 2 cubs, and it did some damage to one of our cherry trees. As you can see it, the one whole branch that fell there. I think it's from the Cubs, and then there's another branch that broke off, so I'm gonna have to get the chainsaw to cut that up on us. But yeah, it's kind of sad. Well, this cherry tree's been here longer than me. Before I came here, it's been growing, so many years, maybe 50, 60 years, but it still has life, one branch still to it. So I want to try to see if it'll recover. Um, yeah, so I was thinking with this wood, I was thinking of doing some carving. It's cherry wood, so I was gonna making some spoons, or maybe I'll show you a video about me carving a spoon from some of this. So you might as well use it for something, and the rest will probably be used for firewood for the fireplace. So this is our other cherry tree right here. Let's see if there's gonna be any cherries this year. So there is. I see a blossom. Let's try to get close to it. So there's one right there. I don't know if you could see it. If it's focusing. Yeah, there's a cherry right there. Blossoming. We might have some cherries here. Last year we had lots. Usually you have to wait every 2 years. Okay, let's come back here. You can see me. So we did some work in the back where we originally started our raspberry garden. We started with one plant about 10 plus years ago, and we kind of neglected it. And that's where all those raspberries came from on top of the hill, where we had transferred them every year. So I'll show you the patch that we have left that we saved. So this is the patch that we have here. It's a few plants. We kind of cleaned it out, working on digging it up. But this whole area was covered with lots of weeds and everything. So I kind of scraped it up. I'm gonna start new here. Maybe make some more raised beds or plant some more fruit trees. So if you notice here, we have this is a blackberry bush. We had that for many years. There lots of blackberries coming out. You can see some new fruit taste coming out here. And we kind of rescued this hascap shrub here. We had a fence beside it, and it kind of got locked in the fence, so it doesn't look too healthy, but it's survived. So we're hoping to box that in or fix that up a little bit more, as we have another one that's growing here pretty healthy, as we have a box. We have a box around it, and said, oh, we'll try to put a box around it, and it actually made it flourish pretty good. Like not too much sunlight gets to the bottom, and I think it likes it. As you notice, there's flowers that bloomed already, so we'll have hascaps maybe a week or 2 weeks. There's lots of little flowers on it, and they're coming out. And I hear a bee, but I can't see it. There's a bee here somewhere. It's working on pollinating, doing its work in nature. It's always good to have bees and look like one of those bumblebees. And here we have some more. As you notice, there's lots of grass down there, being wild. So this is some more blackberries that are going to be coming up here. So yeah, kind of looking to focus on this one more, as we have a lot to do with our perennials. You still Need to maintain perennials as much as you can and use that focus to do that stuff what you can with the perennials. Yeah, so we cleaned this up. Looks pretty good. Kind of happy that it's all good. There's our fence. We got Duke, our Welch pony over there. I don't know if you could see him, but yeah. So I'm gonna take you for a stroll as we go. Oh, this thing doesn't want to balance. You show me. Right. We're gonna go up on top of the hill. So I want to show you a mini food forest that we've been doing. Let's see if I could get up there. Maybe this will be a good spot to show you right now. So right there, have apple trees growing there, wild plums, sunchokes. There's some other varieties of herbs and grapes growing out there. I'm gonna try to get a little closer and show you is that we got a full bloom of wild plum cherries. I mean wild plum flowers. There's a nice bloom of white flowers coming out. So this is also an indicator. When you see flowers coming out, it's a good indicator that it's time to plant something in your garden. Would not necessarily be tomatoes or a warm crop, but it's a sign that you should plant a crop that's good with the cold weathers still. Um, this one you could notice, this is a grape. I'll show you up here as they go on top. We've got grapevines growing all along here as you go up. There's a bush of grapes. As you come here, there's somewhere in the harvest grapes. And there's lots of them right here. So here, I'm having my hopes up this year. This is a pear tree. Last year we had 3 pears that grew off of it. After having it for 10 years. I'm not sure, maybe it's too dried up here or something, but this year I see lots of flowers growing. Like lots of wild pear flowers. So this would be a treat if they succeed this year. I can notice another bushel, a few bushels. Let's see some up here, some more up here. So that'd be a good treat if we get some, yeah, pears. Yeah, I'm hoping to get pears this year. We'll see what happens. So I'm on top of the hill, and I'll show you where we had our Tree Sisters last year. So this is where we had our Tree Sisters, the corn, bean, and squash. So typically this is the time to start your corn. You start your corn first when you plant your Tree Sisters. So I'm still debating. It's kind of dry up here. I'm thinking of just focusing on beans up here, like yellow wax beans. As beans don't need too much water and they're pretty good higher up, so that's my plan anyways. We'll see what happens. Still debating. Far in the distance there has another garden bed, and that's where we had potatoes, but it was too dry there also, and the potatoes didn't grow very good even though we put lots of manure on it and everything. It just the potatoes didn't grow too good, so that's why we're gonna change where we plant the potatoes this year. We always do very successful on lower ground with the potatoes. Higher up, hey, maybe I should try my peppers up here. Maybe it'll do good up here. This peppers like sun. So I'm always trying new places to try new things to see where things would be successful. And yeah, it's all about having the experience and the trial and error and the successes that you're looking for. It's a great thing if it's just a hobby to garden. Okay, so here I have a step raised garden. That's more like perennials now, but I'll show you what we have here. So we got sage growing here, and it just went wild. It's growing all over the place. It's spread up top of the hill. It's going around to other places here. And then we also have a lot of oregano or oregano, the Italian spice stuff you use on your salsa or your spaghetti. And then down below we have another raised bed that has sunchokes. As you can see, some of the trees are still standing there. Alright, we're gonna come down the hill. I had some steps here, but looks like they're going on an angle. It's kind of awkward. So this one I'm gonna show you next is my annual vegetable garden, and this is where we usually plant most of our vegetables. I'll show you. So this garden right here, so we plant most of our vegetables. I tilled it up, and I usually add manure to it all the time. So nutrients. We're planting lots of stuff here: onions, tomatoes, root crops, onions, like red onions. What else? We plant some sunflowers, some turnips, all ground cherries, all kinds. And yeah, so if you'll recognize this rooster, 'cause that's where I am, where the rooster is. I used to have chickens, and then was it a raccoon got my chickens this past winter, so I'm not debating. I still have to clean out the chicken coop, get all the chicken manure out and all that stuff, and make some compost tea off of it, and yeah, spread it around in the garden. So I hope you liked the little tour, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you stayed this long, subscribe to my channel, and if you're interested in learning anything about gardening or homesteading, let me know in the comments what you'd like to learn. If you want to learn composting or how to take care of certain plants, anything like that. Even if you want to learn how to harvest